beginning of the history of Boondooma Homestead saw three enterprising young men, two brothers, Alexander and Robert Lawson, as well as another man named Robert Alexander, establish Boondooma Homestead from the year 1846. It is situated close to where Boondooma Creek and the Boyne River meet. Its original boundary was the hill east of Proston, Bravinia Creek to the north, and the Dividing Range to the west, and was nearly 1,000 square miles, which is equivalent to almost 2,590 square kilometres, or 640,000 acres. That is a huge amount of land. The homestead as it stands today is around 27 acres, with the word Boondooma being a word that the traditional Aboriginal inhabitants used, which means a hole dug in the sand from which to obtain a drink. The local creeks and rivers often run dry, but they are sandy and water can be obtained by digging into the sand. Originally, the station earned its money by running sheep and selling wool and tallow as their main commodity, and a wool scour and processing plant were developed on the Boyne River, which meant that the wool could be cleaned and also baled before being sent off with the teamsters, which arrived with their supplies. Unfortunately, over time, spear grass invaded and made it impossible to run sheep anymore, and hence cattle replaced the sheep. It was a very isolated homestead, and when you look at the drone footage, you can see that there is no big township near the homestead. The homestead had to be pretty much self-sufficient and quarried their own rock and sawed their own timber. It is really funny when you read some of the interesting historical facts that are contained on the Boondooma Homestead website. Things like, quote, distance was no problem. One or other brother would often nip down to Sydney on business. Alex retained business interest in London and, with his wife, would commute there, end quote. It makes it sound like they were just going down to the local shop to buy milk, when in actual fact, they were going a long way away. The homestead is heritage listed and has heritage listed gardens with the Isabella grapevines from the 1850s and over 100-year-old roses. There are also fairly old citrus trees in the garden. There have been some unique finds dating back to possibly around the time of construction, with tools found from when they built the stone store, locally forged tools, as well as Aboriginal artefacts.